Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to be part of the launch of Samarth, which is a joint initiative of MUFG Bank Limited and Piramal Swasthya to address the health challenges among the urban underserved. Over the past decades, we have seen that India's health outcome indicators have shown slow but consistent improvement. However, there are concerns on the increasing burden of non-communicable diseases. Moreover, the urban areas are certain pockets which are challenged with poor access to healthcare, which actually depicts a very ironical picture. Although slums live in close to many health centers, the proximity being so close, but they generally have little access to high quality healthcare. Moreover, the pandemic has also shaken the public health foundation in the country. The impact of the pandemic has been felt by all of us, which has affected different groups differently. Now, given the vastness of the country, the challenges are unique, which calls for focused interventions. Today, we have speakers who will share their views on this and how the project will be addressing these. We have with us from MUFG Bank, the Executive Officer and Regional Executive for India and Sri Lanka, Mr. Atsushi Deguchi. Request you to switch on the video, please. Deguchi-san, may I request you to switch on your video?
Yes, and yeah, you can see that on my video.
Yes. So
okay.
Deguchi-san will share with us the MUFG India CSR approach during the pandemic. A small introduction about him. He has 30 years of corporate banking and the equity business. He started his career in 1991 with Bank of Tokyo. He has held multiple positions within the MUFG Bank itself. Over to you, Deguchi-san.
Thank you so much. And Honorable Mr. Manish Baranchu, Assistant Commissioner, Municipal Corporation of Mumbai. Dr. Sanjay Kadam, Deputy Director, Health Pune and Team at Piramal Swasthya and Sattva. Good afternoon. Namaskar. I would like to begin by introducing myself. My name is Atsushi Deguchi. I'm Regional Executive for India and Sri Lanka. I feel honored to be a part of this special CSR activity to commemorate the inauguration and flagging of our first MUFG Samarth Mobile Medical Unit. At MUFG, we are deeply committed to serving the society we operate in, and I would like to thank Piramal Swasthya for giving us the opportunity to fill in our responsibility as corporate citizens. Since the onset of the pandemic in 2020, COVID-19 has left a deep impact on the lives of countless people across the globe, from the economic downturn to tremendous loss of life. Every facet of our existence has been challenged. India has been among the top 3 countries globally to be affected the most by the pandemic. However, it was shown great resilience as well. India was able to brave the first and second wave and have been able to vaccinate citizens in India and support other countries with the vaccines as well. It is a commendable effort. MUFG is doing its best to provide relief and comfort to communities affected during the pandemic. As you may be aware, we recently announced a contribution of $1 million for project covering treatment management at healthcare facilities and supporting a vaccine development program for needy continues. We are happy to collaborate with Piramal Swasthya in their effort to build healthier communities by providing healthcare facilities. The mobile vans in Mumbai and Pune are intended to benefit more than 2 million people, and we are grateful to Piramal for giving us the chance to support them in this initiative. Samar's mobile van will ensure last mile delivery of healthcare service to designed communities and hopefully will lead to developing herd immunity. As a foreign bank, we have been operating in India for the last 127 years, and we support the business of large Indian-Japanese corporation in India. We are humbled to have played our part in supporting the needs of the community. We hope to continue our great relationship with you. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the support of the team at Sattva Consulting, who has helped us in strengthening this partnership with Piramal Swasthya. Once again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to flag off the ban. Dhanyawad. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deguchi-san. So now we'll hear from the experts from MUFG India, Sattva, and the Piramal Swasthya, who will share about the project Samar. Before we go into the conversation with three of them, would take a few minutes to introduce our speakers for this session. Ms. Diana D'Souza Fernandez, who's AVP Corporate Communications and CSR with MUFG Bank. Request her to join us in the conversation. Ms. Fernandez is a communication and CSR professional with a career spanning over 14 years in marketing communications, media, and CSR. She has been with MUFG India for 8 years, managing the communications and CSR mandates. I request Mr. Sri Krishna Sridhar Murthy, likes to be called as Krishna, as a co-founder and CEO of Sattva Consultancy, to join us in the conversation. He is an alumnus from BITS Pilani and INSEAD and serves on the advisory board of multiple social impact and technology startups. Over the last decade, he has been working with the leadership of global foundations, social organizations, and corporates to design and scale their social impact initiatives across India, Southeast Asia, Africa, and Europe. He leads many collective impact initiatives across different themes like water, education, livelihoods, and is an active member of the CII National Committee on Sports. I request Mr. Devesh Verma, Vice President and Chief Technology Officer of Piramal Swasthya, to join us in the conversation. Mr. Verma is a master's in computer science from USA, has spent a decade in USA working for the state of Massachusetts in building healthcare technology solutions. He is responsible for Piramal Swasthya's ICT program, technology innovation and collaboration, public health technology, thought leadership, and advanced technology incubations. He also provides leadership for the continued design and development of an innovative, robust, and secure data-driven information technology integrated electronic health record platform, Amrit. We will hear more about it from him. Thanks for joining us. Please, there's a question I have for Ms. Diana D'Souza Fernandez. I request, Diana, if you can share your view on how corporates can be an important collaborator towards achieving universal healthcare in India. Over to you, Diana.
Thank you so much, Sudeshna. I'd like to begin by just setting the context in terms of what universal healthcare would really mean in this time and age. I think today, when we talk about universal healthcare, we often refer to the right to life, which is the Article 21 of the Constitution, which essentially talks about how healthcare is a need and not just a benefit that should be restricted by, say, income, occupation, or even social criteria. Today, if you look at India's healthcare spendings, the last figures suggested that it was about 1.2% of our GDP. and it is intended to go up to about 2.5% of our GDP by 2025. This means that the government is investing heavily in, in universal healthcare. However, this is not enough, because if you look at global figures, we are looking at countries that are spending up to about 5.4% of their GDP in universal healthcare. Where the gap needs to be is where the public-private partnership can come in place, and corporates like ourselves can be part of the program. I think it's very essential for corporates like us to be able to provide healthcare services through our CSR partnerships with NGOs like Piramal Swasthya. Today, there's increasing importance in terms of digital initiatives, or using AI for that matter, in terms of service delivery of healthcare to the last mile, whether it's rural healthcare or even urban healthcare for that matter, whether it's tier 2 cities or tier 3 cities. A lot of the large hospitals in the country are today reaching out to them through telemedicine. In fact, it's a moment of pride that through the Piramal Swasthya program and through the Amrit platform, we will also be able to implement similar telemedicine services to the population that is being served through the Piramal Swasthya program. So similarly, I think increasingly corporates need to come across and to be able to support healthcare programs in India through the Section 135, that is the CSR mandates that we have been given. And I think, if we just look at the figures this year, I'm sure, statistics would suggest that a lot more investment has gone into healthcare owing to the pandemic. However, that's not enough. I think, we need to focus a lot more in terms of providing support to the healthcare system. And as corporate citizens, I think, our primary motive should be to reach out to communities to be able to support them. Whether it's through programs like Piramal Swasthya's Samarth program, or any other telemedicine or similar programs that we can support through our CSR initiatives. I think another way is also to look at supporting technology, because I think that is something that will really help in the last mile delivery of these programs. And finally, also look at one more gap, which is human resources. How is it that we can contribute in training doctors, training nurses, reducing that gap of the ratio between doctors to patients, which is quite large at the moment. But I'm sure that along with the government, we should be able to support these programs and to create a better healthcare system for India. That's really our views in terms of support.
Thank you, Dana. Yeah. Thanks a lot. May I request Mr. Murthy to share his view? We would like to hear from you the uniqueness of the project and its relevance among urban underserved. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Sudeshna. It's first of all an absolute pleasure to be here, and thanks to Deguchi-san and Diana, for their guidance. It's really very heartening to see what MUFG has really done in these times, especially given some of the regions which are struggling from a public healthcare and infrastructure point of view. I think it's a very, very unique and important partnership, because it's also will demonstrate some very important elements to the rest of the ecosystem. Firstly, I think this is really about bringing in variety of different strengths to the last mile. Even though we are sitting in a place like Bombay or Pune, the last mile is still a very, very difficult place to kind of deliver healthcare services, in a country like India. And ability to kind of bridge that last mile through the mobile medical unit, I think is what makes it, very, very unique. And the fact that this is being done using technology, and the best of technologies, not just from a medical technologies, but also from an, IT infrastructure that's going to support this program. I think that makes it even more interesting. And that's something, which is also very unique to the way, MUFG thinks about, bringing digital into their CSR, programs as well, which is the future of how impact is going to happen, at scale. So I think that's an important, element that kind of comes here. The other thing I really want to talk about, is the speed at which this has happened. Really, in terms of typically, the response rates are, is something in a complex program like this where so many stakeholders, including the government, has to be brought in. We've really done this in really, extremely fast execution pace. Again, thanks to the way the MUFG board and the committee responded, how quickly they were able to gather and provide the inputs, and at the same time, adapt, and Piramal Swasthya team for adapting, because things have been changing every week, every month from a COVID perspective. So speed and relevance is something that I think all the parties have really, kind of brought to the table. Strongly believe this is a very scalable model, and we do hope that with MUFG support, we can actually demonstrate a model that's replicable and can be taken up by other corporates as well. We all know that we're sitting in the fence of a potential third wave. So this is going to be a very critical investment, right at the right time in the right place, because we've also seen both Pune and Bombay have been cities which have been affected, in both the waves very, very badly. So I think hopefully this will make us much more better prepared to deal with the third wave that may be coming our way. Big thanks to Piramal Swasthya team and all the people from the municipal corporations of both the cities for enabling this, and thanks once again for MUFG's leadership. It's just absolutely inspiring to see their support on this particular program. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Krishna. Thanks for bringing in the valuable insights. Devesh, would like to hear from you about the technology part of this program, how the technology is going to be used in the project, how it will help us in achieving better beneficiary outcomes. Over to you, Devesh.
Thank you, Sudeshna. Hello, Deguchi-san. Thank you for taking the time out for this. So let me first start with, like Krishna touched upon that, there were a lot of things which came together to, where we are sitting today. And first of all, thank you, Krishna, for introducing us to MUFG. And then, so there is this partnership that we are, embarking upon. I think I do agree with Krishna that there is a longer roadmap towards this partnership. And the one thing, so I'll touch upon the technology bit, Sudeshna, but I think we also have to take a step back and understand that why this whole urban slum, urban poor is very important. And we are trying to focus on that demography, which is not served really very well. There are a lot of things which happen at the rural level. There are challenges, but the way urban health has evolved and the complexities of it, with people coming in from different cities, migration, slums, poor, has impacted a big chunk of the population living around bigger cities. And the focus adds, to bring healthcare services to this demography of the population, which is deprived right now. High out-of-pocket expenses, they cannot go to bigger hospitals, the facilities are not available. So this whole intervention that we came together as a collective or a team gives us the opportunity to, serve those people who cannot get their healthcare done or taken care of. And especially in times of COVID, this becomes very critical, because there is a migration happening. People have come back again and again. We are talking about in the third wave. So this whole intervention around healthcare at the urban slum, urban poor level, but also looking at COVID and ensuring that there are awareness protocols that are being followed, so that we can help the government manage the COVID cases, but also provide healthcare services. Now, there are a lot of moving parts in terms of bringing an intervention like this to life. There are multiple locations, there are multiple people who are going to be seen. That also begs the question that how are we looking at these people? There is a lot of information that we are collecting, and we want to learn from that information. If we have to scale it up, we want to go back to the government and say, well, this is the intervention which was ably supported by MUFG through their CSR initiatives, but this needs to be scaled up to take care of the complexities or solve those complexities of urban health. And it also becomes a feedback to the National Urban Health Mission, where it has not percolated really very well in the urban geography, right? Urban poor, urban underserved areas. So the technology system that we are talking about basically enables this whole platform of mobile medical vans going into the urban community, urban poor community, urban underserved community, and collecting information around various diseases that we are going to be serving them for. It could be diabetes, hypertension, it could be COVID screening and whatnot. But then how do we use that information to then identify where do we need to focus on? Are there pockets of certain disease burdens that we need to focus on? Or we need to go back to the government where we also operate a technical support unit for non-communicable diseases to focus on certain aspects. Or the COVID data that we will collect, feeding it back to the disease surveillance department, or in that case, giving them the right input for them to focus on, are there COVID cases rising? Are we seeing any increase in comorbidities also? So there are a lot that we can be, that rather not can be, we are doing with this. The added element, I think that we have added to this is the ability to consult with a specialist. Now, the population in urban rural or urban poor or in that demography does not have the wherewithal to go and see a specialist. So we are basically bringing the specialists at that level, or the urban poor, urban underserved community level, which will save, like I said, a lot of out-of-pocket expense, but give them the ability to see a specialist through the telemedicine system. Now, the whole technology systems come together, going into the field, collecting data. The way we have structured this system is that even though we are talking about an urban geography, but there could be challenges in terms of poor network connectivity and whatnot. We would still want to serve the beneficiary. We would still want to serve the people who, for them, the vans are going out to the field. So the systems are built in such a way that the service happens. The data is collected, it's brought back, and then those data detailed analysis can happen around, what has happened, what is the type of caseload we are seeing. Are there specific outbreaks that we are seeing, or are there caseloads of COVID that are increasing? We need to go back to the government and solve for it. So I do see that this whole partnership that has come together, and I again cannot thank enough to Deguchi-san for allowing us to work with them, because I know there is an element of leap of faith which MUFG has also taken, that we want to work with the Piramal Foundation to see if this intervention scales up and does deliver on their focus areas around healthcare and whatnot. But I also see this as a model that can be taken back to the government and say that if urban health has to be focused upon, if urban poor has to be focused upon, there are interventions like this enabled by a robust technology system, which will give us the ability to tweak it better and eventually serve the beneficiary better, thereby resulting in improvement of health outcomes. That's how I look at it, Sudeshna.
Thanks, David. Thanks to all the speakers for sharing their perspectives. We have heard different views, but there is a common thread I could hear, that it's very important that partners need to come together to help India achieve universal access to healthcare. Taking healthcare to the doorsteps of the urban underserved, engaging technology to enhance beneficiary experience and outcomes, and creating a model which is scalable is something we are looking forward to. Thanks to Sattva, thanks to MUFG Bank Limited for enabling this, bringing all of us together. And now we are reaching the moment we have been waiting for, the formal launch of the project. I request Deguchi-san to flag off the project. Okay, I would now, let's move to the location of Mumbai and Pune to flag off the project. Thank you, Deguchi-san, for flagging off the project. Now we will move on to the location, Mumbai and Pune location. Welcome Mr. Manish Valanchu, the Assistant Commissioner, Municipal Corporation in Mumbai, and Dr. Sanjog Kadam, Deputy Director, Health in Pune. Request the team to move the camera to the location, please. Thank you.
माइक चालू है हाँ ये बाजूला लावणार कोण आहे कोण लावणार आहे ते लाव ना माईक
Mr. Manish Valanchu, please say a few words to all of us. Request you to say a few words.
I want to thank the initiative taken by MUFG Bank, Piramal Swasthya, to start this mobile medical campaign from L Ward, Kurla. And I wish them all the best, as they have informed that this campaign will be there for at least 2 years. And this will help to identify the vulnerable population of our area to get diagnosed with the various diseases. And since this camp or van will be going to their home, it's a mobile van, so they don't have to reach any places, but this doctor will be coming to their door. So again, I want to thank them for this initiative. Thank you.
Can we move to the Pune location, please?
फोटो घेऊन टाका ग्रुप फोटो घेतला घेतलं परत मागतील नाही गेले जातं
Dr. Sanjog Kadam, can you hear us? Dr. Kadam, can you hear us? You're on mute. Unmute, please. Location, unmute, please. Pune location, you need to unmute. Dr. Kadam, we cannot.
पब्लिसिटी देणार प्रसिद्धी देणार आणि पुणे शहरामध्ये 24 ठिकाणी ज्या अर्बन इस्लाम एरिया आहेत तर ती दर महिन्यातून जाणार आहे. त्यांचं त्यांनी प्लॅन आउट केलेलं आहे. तर ती व्हॅन जायच्या आधी त्या एरियामध्ये त्याची पब्लिसिटी केली जाईल. या व्हॅनमुळे त्या एरियामध्ये जे पेशंट असतात त्यांच्या पेशंटचं स्क्रीनिंग केलं जाईल. स्पेशली नॉन कम्युनिकेबल डिसीजेस, हायपरटेन्शन, डायबिटीज, ब्लड प्रेशर याची तपासणी केली जाईल. गरज पडल्यास त्याची इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन तपासण्या केल्या जातील आणि त्यांना मेडिसिन दिलं जाईल. कोविड पेशंट समजा आढळले तर त्यांना संबंधित रुग्णालयामध्ये त्यांना रेफर केलं जाईल. तर या मोबाईल व्हॅनमुळे स्लम एरियातल्या लोकांची खूप चांगली सुविधा MUFG ने केलेली आहे. त्याबद्दल मी MUFG ला धन्यवाद देतो आणि सर्व ग्रामीण भागात अर्बन एरियामधल्या जे स्लम एरिया त्या लोकांनी याचा फायदा घ्यावा. तर आणि ही जी प्रक्रिया चालू आहे ही अखंडपणे सेवा राहावी एवढे सदिच्छा व्यक्त करतो आणि त्यांना शुभेच्छा देतो.
Thank you, Doctor. Thanks to all of you. We are coming. Yes, please, Ashfaq.
एक मिनिट या ना, सगळे या ना, आपण सगळे थांबा ना. मॅम तुम्ही इकडे येता पलीकडे.
Thank you. I request now Nitin to come and share his vote of thanks with all of us. Nitin, over to you.
Thank you, Sudeshna. A very good afternoon to all the delegates present here in this live virtual launch event of Samarth. I am Nitin Ratnam, Chief Manager Operations at Piramal Swasthya. The current pandemic has made all of us witness how healthcare system needs further strengthening to combat such situations and how our nation has been unprepared for this crisis. However, there has also been various examples on how the frontline health workers of our nation have worked relentlessly day and night to face and fight this pandemic. While we have seen the nation fight the pandemic bravely, the needy poor suffering from the regular comorbidities and other diseases have been neglected due to the undue and unexpected burden on the existing health infrastructure caused by this pandemic. At this juncture, the introduction of Samarth Free Mobile Health Services, a CSR initiative of MUFG Bank, shall in a small but a sure way definitely help in strengthening the existing health systems by screening and diagnosing the urban needy, poor, unserved for their health ailments. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the delegates who have spared their time from the busy schedule to grace this online occasion and virtually launch the program this afternoon. I also like to thank the speakers for emphasizing on the need for universal health coverage in India and the importance of technology support associated with it. I would also like to thank the officials on the ground who have spared their valuable time for flagging off the MMUs on the ground and for providing their support on the ground for implementation going forward. I would also like to thank each and every member of MUFG Bank Limited, Satwa Consulting, and Piramal Swasthya team who have been endlessly coordinating for the last 6 months to bring this project together with continuous engagements. There have been multiple discussions related to the designing of the project, and each and every such discussion has made the program stronger and more effective for this community. I would also like to especially thank the Piramal Swasthya Corporate Communications team for helping us in organizing this online launch event, and the operations team for making all the arrangements, including invitation of the guests at the flag off at the field level. At Piramal Swasthya, we are very eager and excited to take this initiative ahead and look forward for a successful run of operations on the ground. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitin. And I would like to close this session today, thanking all the participants who have been with us for 45 minutes. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day. Bye.